Let's do a quick 0 to 60 test here. We are on a closed course, all right? So let's give this a shot. .5 seconds. How was that, Roman?
Awesome.
That was really cool. What's up, everyone, and welcome to a new video. There's a few things that I want to mention before I start this video officially. Those things are, number one, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, follow the channel, and join the family. Be a part of the family, see what's going on. So press that little button and then press the little bell button as well so you can get notifications on when I upload new videos. Number two, you should also follow me on Instagram if you don't yet already follow me on Instagram. That way you can see what I do when I'm not making these videos and essentially a little bit of the behind the scenes of my life. And for number three, a shout out and thank you to Raritan's of Bellingham for letting me use and borrow this Jeep for this review. Their link is going to be down in the description, so feel free to check them out and see what they got. Now that we have all that aside, let's jump into the video. I am most certainly very excited about today's video and about this car and about this review because this is a very special car. This is truly something that's not, very ordinary. And this is a 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. The first thing that I want to talk about is what really drives this thing and what's under the hood. And that is a 6.4 liter Hemi V8 475 horsepower engine. It's also mated with a 8-speed automatic transmission, which, by the way, works very flawlessly. Feels like it really knows what it's doing and it always puts you in the right gear. This thing's also got launch control, which, if you're out racing somebody, you're gonna be able to accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 4.4 seconds. This thing's also got an incredible top speed of 160 miles an hour. I mean, think about it. This is a car, this is an SUV that weighs 5,100 pounds. It's got 475 horsepower, a V8 engine, goes 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds, hits a top speed of 160 miles an hour. Those numbers just right there that I just mentioned, those numbers are incredible. Those are like sports car numbers. Now let's talk a little bit about the exterior on this Jeep. The exterior styling on this thing is semi-aggressive, and it's got a few sort of traits to it. Like it looks aggressive, it looks luxurious, and a little bit mean, and it's just got this perfect blend, I believe, in the perfect SUV styling. The wheels on this thing are very beautiful. It's got very nice Brembo brakes with the red calipers that just really stand out very, very nicely. In fact, in my personal opinion, this color combination is one of the very best. It's that white, that main exterior white color, and you've got a little bit of that gray wheels with the red calipers, and you've got the black tinted windows and the black accent parts, which just make up for an overall very, very beautiful and elegant type of look. The front end on the hood there, you do have two actual real working vents that essentially kind of help get that heat out from the engine bay area. So they're not there just for just for the looks. They do make it look a lot better, but they actually serve a purpose as well with that, and get that heat out from the engine area. Now let's talk a little bit about the interior and what this interior is really made up of. Now, this obviously isn't some, $300,000 Ferrari or Bentley or Aston Martin where you maybe have leather wrapped everything, but the materials used throughout the interior cab of this car are actually very nice, especially in all the areas and all the spots that you actually might touch or put your hand on or something else. Like this armrest here, this is leather wrapped. It's got a little bit of a cushion there to kind of support your elbow so you really won't get tired. The steering wheel is also something out of this world. It's truly one of a kind and quite amazing, to be perfectly honest. It feels very nice. The leather wrap here is really high quality. It's got nice, really nice, good stitching going in on the inside there. And the 9-3 grip is really great. It's got easy access to the pedals in the back for changing your gears if you want to go manual. And the 10-2 grip is also really great. It's got this little bump area here that's kind of gives you a really good feel, and you've got like really good grip essentially on the steering wheel. So steering wheel is superior, and it really just feels nice. A+ on the steering wheel. Another great feature on the interior of this Jeep here is this panoramic sunroof, and it goes out to the back passenger area, so your passengers can sit back there and enjoy the view through the glass. As far as the seats and comfort, sitting in the driver's seat here, it's rather comfortable actually. It's got this suede Alcantara type leather in the center sort of seat area, and then you've got leather kind of going out throughout various parts of the seat. Got good little embedded sort of stitching on the back seat area here with the SRT, which is kind of a cool little touch to it. It just kind of makes it look aggressive and luxurious. So, and the back seats there are also heated for all of your passengers. Whoever's going to be sitting back there are going to be happy by having warm seats when it's out and really cold. You've got a couple of USB ports out there and a little wall outlet plug-in as well. So essentially, really great sitting back there. Actually, it's got plenty of room. I'm 6'2". The seat's adjusted to my liking, and if I sit back there, I'm still going to have about 1 inch or 2 inch of space between my knees and the seat in front of me. So the back seating is actually really good as well. Now let's jump into handling and performance, or essentially some of the real mechanical perhaps parts that make up this car. So you've got different drive modes right here in the center that you can change just by moving this little circly thingamajig. So you've got track mode, you've got sport mode, you've got snow mode, and you've got tow mode. So essentially you've got 4 different modes that you can go out through, and depending on what where you're driving and what your purpose is, you can change the modes, and the vehicle is going to adapt to whichever mode you put it into. Now, when you do put it into track mode, the car just becomes extremely aggressive. Traction control goes to automatically to off, and it always revs the gears or the RPMs up higher. Like right now, as soon as you go into a corner, right before a corner, if you kind of slam on your brakes, it burps up the RPMs there just so that you're in the right gear for your speed and for the turn. So track mode is definitely, it feels like track mode is what I'm trying to say. When you put it into sport mode, it's definitely quite a bit less aggressive. It doesn't bump up your RPMs up insanely high. But the throttle response is really snappy, and it really feels like you're driving a true sports car, actually. The handling, too, driving this thing in the corners, and I'm driving on a road, for those of you that know this area or Bellingham, I'm going through Chuckanut Drive, and this is a really windy road here. So it's got a whole bunch of churns. And taking this car out through some of these churns, I mean, I'm with the speed that I'm going out even right now, it's truly quite amazing with how flat, with how stable this thing goes in the corners. There's not that much body roll going into the corners. So really good handling, actually. I'm really surprised with just how well a car of this weight and of this size actually handles. Now, something that I do have to mention, and this is a for sure, and that is the sound and the noise that this engine and this exhaust produces. It's really good, and really good doesn't really do justice for just how good it really is. When you step on it, it just sounds very freaking good. It really opens up, and you've got just a tad bit of like this this rumbleness to this to the exhaust sound, and it's very, very beautiful. Let's do a quick 0 to 60 test here. We are on a closed course, all right? So let's give this a shot. All right, we've got 4.5 seconds. 4.5 seconds. How was that, Roman?
Awesome.
That was really cool. This thing really just pulls it back to the seat. Amazingly awesome. Just the feeling when you're accelerating like that. It's amazing. For a car that weighs 5,100 pounds, 4.5 seconds, 0 to 60. That's incredible. All right, we are going into a corner here. The recommended speed is 15 miles an hour. We're going in at about 25, 30, right around 30, coming out of the corner. And we're coming up to a pretty tight little turn here. We're going in at about 45, 47. This car, just for what it does, I'm really quite blown away with just how great this car handles into corners. And actually, let's try to. I'm gonna put this thing into manual mode here, and I'm gonna take it through the corners a little bit more. Brakes are also really good. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, they are the Brembo brakes, and beautiful, absolutely freaking beautiful. Fourth gear, I mean, it handles these corners and these turns like a freaking champ. Beautiful. Downshifts are quick, the gear changes are quick. Sounds amazing. Look at that. I don't know what you guys can hear that, but that's beautiful. It just puts a smile to my face. Absolutely pure fun to drive, really, I gotta say. When you're looking at the price of this car, which is got an MSRP of right around $65,000, for a car that costs you $65,000, and when you look at all the performance and everything that you get, it's a bargain, and it really is a good deal for all the performance and essentially the styling and the quality that you get out of this car. I think the price is perfect, and the price justifies everything that this car really has. So, I mean, yeah, you know, some people can complain, and some people can say, yeah, well, I mean, this steering wheel here, for example, the center area, like, this is plastic, and that's cheap, for example. But, you know, for me, I still think it's not that big of a deal. It's not big of a deal because the price is still relatively, it's low. It's low comparing to, when you compare it to certain other cars like Mercedes or BMW that have, you know, similar type of vehicles. I mean, those cars would go for over 100 grand. So you're saving a lot of money, you're getting a lot of performance, and that's really where you're winning. And you're still winning by still having an awesome designed interior and exterior on the car. Drives great, handles great, power is amazing, sound of the exhaust and engine is phenomenal. I love this car, I really do. All right, this video is coming to an end. If you have any questions about this specific car, put it down in the comment section below, and I will try to get back to you as quick as I possibly can. Again, if you're not subscribed, I would love it if you were to subscribe to the channel, because you support me that way. When you watch my videos and you give the thumbs up, it means a lot, and it's awesome hearing and seeing all that from you guys. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you guys on the next video.